It's the finale between these two teams. They play entertaining games against one another.
They have been really entertaining. They want to get to the postseason. They're feeling confident too, so it's a nice little rubber match, which we always appreciate.
So there's Austin, and you know he's going to utilize a 4-pitch mix. He's going to compete, and typically he gives the Rockies an outstanding opportunity to win.
For Lindor, of all people, who's been so great for his whole career. He has turned it on since late May. 1-2. Curveball rocketed to left center field. That is down for a base hit. Walking toward the warning track. Lindor around first, heading for second. Doyle fires in, and Lindor is standing with a double. 28th double of the year for Francisco Lindor. He got us going last night. He gets the Mets going here in the first. Here is Candelita, Jose Iglesias.
0-2 to Iglesias. And he laces one into left center for a base hit, and the Mets will take the early lead. Lindor is in to score. Iglesias trades places with him at second. 2 batters into the game. The Mets have a 1-0 lead. So Iglesias continues to rake against his old team. His 11th double of the year puts the Mets in front.
Well,
now J.D. Martinez, who got the night off last night.
3-1 to Martinez. Lifted in the air down the left field line. Long sprint over for Hilliard. This ball is fair. Dunking right into the left field corner. Iglesias rounds third. He comes home to score. Now Martinez has the 3rd Mets double in a row. An RBI double to left. It is 2-0 New York in the first.
Well, that ball hung up for a very long time. Hilliard, playing all the way over in the gap, had absolutely no shot at catching that baseball despite the hang time.
And not the start that Austin Gobber was looking for. Pete Alonso with no one out steps up.
The 2-1. Alonso smacks the ball deep to center field. Doyle going back, looks up. This one is long gone. Pete Alonso with a titanic Coors Field home run to center. A 2-run shot. The Mets have bombed Gobber in the first. 4-0 Mets, 4 batters in. This one is an earth-shaking 471 feet. Feels like Citi Field right now instead of Coors Field with these Mets fans chanting.
I mean, 4 batters, 4 extra base hits, 4 runs.
And Gomber finally gets the first out, and it's a loud one. As Torrens drives one to right, so another hard hit out. I mean, that's 6 batters, and all 6 have just smoked the ball against Gomber. Now he's got 2 outs. Mets have themselves an opportunity here today. The Braves are getting skunked by the Brewers, so if the Mets can win, they'll likely find themselves in wild card position at the end of the day. McNeil rifles one down the right field line. That'll go into the corner, and the Mets have yet another extra base hit. A 2-out double for McNeil, the 5th extra base hit of this opening inning for New York.
This is worst case scenario for the Rockies. And this bullpen's had to cover a ton.
Pitch number 32 of the inning coming up.
3-2 pitch is hit to left but playable. Hilliard drifts back just shy of the track, makes the catch. It ends the top of the first.
Peterson with a nice cushion as he pitches from the Coors Field mound for the first time as a big leaguer.
They always seem to score runs when David's on the mound. He's really pitched well. His walks have been his issue.
Well, it's the reason he hasn't been able to get deep into games. He hasn't gotten through 7 innings once yet over his first 11 starts.
Tovar cuts and misses. High cheese. Got it with 93 above the zone, and there's one away.
Peterson's 0-2 is lined into right field for a base hit. Brendan Rodgers continues his great hitting at home.
Doyle 1 for 7 in this series. Doyle flies one to center. Bader eases in. And that's the 2nd out.
2-2. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Down goes Bryant. The Mets give David Peterson a 4-0 lead, and he shuts the Rockies down right away in the bottom of the first.
Austin Gomber obviously looking for a different result here in the 2nd inning. Gomber with his windup and a 1-2 pitch, and that one's hit to right field. Backing up is Goodman, now circling around toward the line on the run, makes the catch. There's the first out for the Mets here in the top of the 2nd. Next pitch to Lindor is right back on one hop to Gomber. He'll toss over to first base and get that 2nd out. Here you are, the 12th man that Austin has faced so far today. Still doesn't have a swing and miss. And there's that next 3-2 pitch. Martinez swings and misses. There it is. Got the swing and the miss, and his first strikeout today as well. Inning for the Mets comes to a stop.
3rd inning, 4-0 New York. Pete Alonso had the big blow in that 4-run first inning. And he drives this one to deep left center, and he's got himself another one. Alonso with another long home run, his second of the day. Number 25 for Pete. And the Mets now with a 5-0 lead in the third. Coors Field, where power hitters come to get healthy. Pete has unleashed the tape measure today. That one was only 454 feet.
Is that all?
Home third inning. Aaron Schunk leads off against David Peterson, making his 10th start, and he gets a curveball and lines one to left. Over toward the corner goes Taylor, and he makes the running catch. Boy, Taylor had to go a long way to get to that ball and runs it down for a long first out.
2-0.
The lines went into the glove of Lindor, who timed his leap perfectly for the second out. Two batters, two fine defensive plays, 2 outs.
A 2-out walk, but nothing else for Colorado against David Peterson as we go to the fourth.
Peter Lambert will take over for Austin Gobber.
Bader sends a ball in the air.
In foul ground, and tracking is Tolia. That would have been one heck of a play. That was difficult.
So he'll still be alive, Harrison Bader at the plate.
Breaking ball swung on, hit to center. In comes Doyle and over towards the right center field gap. Doyle makes the catch. So Taylor's aboard with a 1-out single, the first non-extra base hit of the day for the Mets.
So here's Lindor for the third time, and it's just the top of the fourth inning. And that's a rocket. That's an out. That's a double play. Did that go off of Lambert to Tovar?
What an effort by Ezekiel Tovar to turn a double play.
So now Alonso will get a crack at a third home run, and he lines that one over short for his third hit of the day. So this one stays in the yard, but Pete Alonso is now 3 for 3.
Boy, if Pete can get hot and go on a tear.
Here's Mark Vientos. 1-1. Vientos gets into one to left field. Hilliard racing back to the track at the wall. It is gone. 8 rows back in left. Mark Vientos turns on a ball, jumps it into left, and the Mets are now up 7-0 in the fifth against the Colorado Rockies. Now Vientos on a power trip of 2024 of his own. That is his 17th home run of the year.
David Peterson had given up a couple of hits and a pair of walks in the first 4 innings. This is the first challenge, and that pitch misses, and that's ball 4, and it loads the bases.
One big swing from Brett Doyle. His game changes.
And Doyle hits his ball well to left center field. This has got some carry. Taylor makes another running catch. Tagging is Schunk, and the Rockies are on the board. Also tagging up was Tovar. Tyrone Taylor has made 2 very good plays in the outfield today.
And now Peterson all of a sudden a strike away from getting out of this inning. Peterson's payoff to Bryant. Got him swinging. And that ends the inning in the 5th.
And we're going to see Peter Lambert try and get as many innings as he can.
And a 4-pitch walk to J.D. Martinez. Buddy's coming out, and also Keith Duggar's coming out. And I wonder if this is part of the reason. Remember that strange play, the bullet back by Lindor that went off the glove hand? That's what they're looking at right there of Peter Lambert.
He's coming out of the game.
Anthony Molina comes on to pitch for the Rockies. Serving here is the mop-up man, and he drills Bader with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that one stung.
Oh, that ball will bite.
He is not happy. So the Mets have a leadoff base runner in the 8th. And here's Tyrone Taylor, who's 1 for 3. Taylor shoots one down the right field line. That's a base hit. Cut off along the line by Goodman. Taylor, though, will get to second. Bader stops at third, and the Mets have 2 in scoring position with nobody out.
Well, Taylor always contributing with the glove and the bat.
Table is ready for the top of the order, Francisco Lindor. Hit hard right side and through. A base hit for Lindor by a diving Tolia into right. Bader scores from third. Taylor up to third. An RBI single for Lindor, and the Met lead is 8-1 in the top of the 8th.
So here's Iglesias.
And he drives this one to left field, and over comes Hilliard to make the grab. Tagging at third is Taylor. He'll come in to score. Nice play by Hilliard to make the catch, but it's a sac fly by Iglesias to make it 9-1.
Nice catch. Kind of the plays that Taylor makes.
It's getting dark here, and the wind's picking up. At the moment, still dry. It's still 2-2 on Torrens. There's a drive towards right. On the move is Goodman, and a dive comes up with the ball. Hunter Goodman, his best catch in the outfield this year. Out number 2. He was going to catch that ball all the way. There was no way he was going to let that ball bounce. Well done, Hunter Goodman.
So back-to-back 2-out hits prolong the afternoon. There's nobody up in the Mets bullpen. This is on Young to try and finish it off. 2 out, 2 on, 2-2 to Doyle. And the backdoor slider got him. Strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. And the Mets take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies to leapfrog past the Braves into the third wild card spot as they win today 9-1.